Good morning. We appreciate your time.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So talk a little bit about just the reason why your work is undone in Olympia and you want to get back there to continue.
Well, we've done a lot of good things in the last 4 years. You know, we've brought a new medical school here to Spokane. That's something we need to continue to build on. That's a big issue next year with the decision at WSU to pursue its own medical school, something I'm going to support. You know, we've had 4 years of consecutive balanced budgets. And we've brought all-day kindergarten to Spokane in our most recent education funding, but there still is a lot more to do. This election is also about who's going to control the Senate. Is it going to be our Eastern Washington-led majority coalition caucus, or are we going to revert back to the downtown Seattle liberals controlling the Senate? And I don't think we want that. So we do need to win, and we need everybody to vote.
So let's talk about the medical school in Spokane. How will you champion for that with your fellow lawmakers to get it's quite a bit of money that we need to make that happen?
Well, that's what we have been doing over the last 4 years. We put $70 million of your tax dollars into the building, and then last year put $5 million in for the first cohort of 20 students. Moving forward, there's currently a 1906 law which prohibits WSU from pursuing medical education, and that law costs the state quite a bit because WSU can't even ask for research dollars or independent funding from a variety of things. So we need to change that law. That's one of the things we'll be doing this year. And then as Vice Chair of Ways and Means, you know, I help write the line by line of the overall state budget, and we need to put about $2.5 million worth of funding in for WSU to be able to do that. That's not a heck of a lot of money out of a $36 billion budget, so it can be done.
Michael Baumgartner joining us on the KXY Live line. One of the big things that the legislature will have to deal with next year when you meet in Olympia is the McCleary decision, the Supreme Court mandating that there's more funding spent for K through 12 education, and that's going to take a bite out of a lot of other budgets. How are we going to deal with that?
Well, we actually have enough money to fund the next installment of McCleary. We just passed the biggest budget in state history. It was a $33.5 billion budget, brought all-day kindergarten here to Spokane, and we're currently looking at 9% revenue growth to the state because Boeing's selling more airplanes and more people are buying houses and cars. So, you know, you could solve the state's budget in about 15 minutes by giving every state agency an 8% across-the-board increase in spending. So we'll have enough money to fund these things. Now, there's some external things out there that the governor would like to spend money on that would cost more money. And so that's kind of why you're hearing McCleary brought up, because it's the most expensive issue. And a lot of people kind of use kids in education as a tool to leverage spending for other areas.
All right. Senator Michael Baumgartner, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Have a great morning. And don't forget to vote.